Welcome back to the homestead. Here's a update on Mama and the babies. The babies are a little over 3 weeks old now. And this one's the one that's been living in the house with us. You can see her wing is still healing, but she's doing great. Today's the first day in a little over a week that I've brought her out here to be with everybody. Because she's, oh, there we go. I have to watch and make sure they don't peck at her shoulder. If they do, I have to pick her up. So, otherwise, they're doing good. We did lose one due to a very serious mistake I made by leaving a bucket of water in here. And so she drowned. So I was very upset that day, but it was all my fault. And lesson learned, very hard lesson. But that's part of homesteading, isn't it? So I'm going to sit here for a little while and watch the baby, make sure Mama doesn't peck at her or anything. I'm trying to stay close because, you know, she's doing great. But I don't want all this progress to be lost because they decide to peck at her. She's having fun though. She's missed her siblings, I can tell. Yeah, babies, you're having fun. They're very active. They get to come out for, between 4 and 6 hours a day, every day. So they're getting lots of exercise and learning time. So, all right, well, that's a pretty quick update. We'll update on the garden next. We're out in the garden now, and I find it really appropriate that I'm harvesting garlic scapes with a baby chick. When I planted all this garlic last fall with Scarlet, one of my chickens. So I'll link above to that video so you can see that. That was fun. She wasn't as much help as you'd think. And this one just chirps as soon as she doesn't see me. Alright, so we've gotten a whole lot of garlic from those cloves that I planted last fall. And so right now I'm working on cutting all those beautiful scapes. We've had a lot, as you can probably imagine, from all of this garlic. Let's see. This row right here will be in for another year before we harvest the actual bulbs. And all of this tall stuff is what I'm going to harvest this year very soon. It's getting to that point now. And then I think I'm going to harvest those as well. They were smaller cloves from bulbs that I pulled up that I should have left in the ground, like these little ones here. So, all right, I'm going to continue cutting the scapes, and I'll show you. I'll probably put a picture up of what we came out with on the second harvest. This is our second harvest of scapes. All right, see you soon. So, update on the Three Sisters garden beds. They're all doing really nicely. We even have a few Cinderella pumpkins coming on. There's a good shot of one. So that's exciting. The Danny corn is doing great. Not as tall as we'd like it to be, but it's doing really well. And all the corn that I transplanted into those other beds is really doing well. All of the squash are now up. And the second row of, or planting of beans are coming up now. That's Golden Gate, which are a white flat long bean, which are good for dried and for eating, as well as the Kentucky Wonders that we grow. You can see that it's coming up there. And out of all the Danny corn I transplanted, this is the only one that's doing poorly. There's some watermelon. Let's see, okay, the cucumbers are doing really well. And I've planted a second crop of lettuce. More cucumbers, and here we've got some dark red beets and atomic red carrots, so those should be germinating soon. More cucumbers. I've got the striped Armenian, which are like a long, very lightly seeded cucumber. These are the early pride, the only hybrid cucumber in my garden. And let's see, I planted some mustard and radishes and some kohlrabi in this bed on the other side of the, and some dill. There's my little helper. In this bed we've got loofah gourds, a cilantro plant, and I interplanted some radishes all throughout there, which the baby is promptly digging up for me. Good job, baby. Tomatoes, peppers, basil, eggplant, doing really well. The Brassica bed is doing really well, except for I just saw a nice infestation of aphids. So I promptly sprayed everything with the neem and sal suds mixture. So all the pretty much everything got sprayed with that today. But they're doing pretty well. Let's see, the other bed, not finished covering up with mulch yet, but we'll get there. My lettuce has probably gotten away from me now, but I'll probably harvest a little bit more off of it. There's a lot. It's gonna go to seed any day now. There's some curly parsley that went to seed. Raspberries are doing okay. The sunflower. We've gotten lots of peas off of our snow peas. I've got 2 nice bags full in the fridge. And just come out and pick some more every day. Nice to throw in the salads and stir fries for breakfast. We've picked a lot of rhubarb. We actually sold some to our UPS driver the other day. Potatoes are doing pretty good. Lots of onions. I harvested garlic scapes today. We're doing some weeding. What else have we done today, Gary? Watering, yeah. And weeding. Carrots are looking nice. So we're planning on saving seeds from our carrots that we let go to seed from overwintering, which we were very excited about this year. This is the oldest flower. I don't know if it'll focus so that you can see the little seeds starting to form where the flowers have gone off. But it's going to be a while. They only just flowered. As you can see, there's a lot that are just now flowering. So, refocus. There's a few little strawberries still coming on, but for the most part, strawberries are done. My bee balm is in full bloom now, even though I've harvested a ton of it, and I'm going to harvest a bunch more. Did you know that bee balm is actually bergamot, which is used in Earl Grey tea? So you mix this dried leaf with black tea, probably some specific black tea I don't know about, and you have Earl Grey. I got to figure out what the ratio is. Here's my spearmint, and I just weeded out my lemon balm, hoping that it will fill in this corner here. That's peppermint, which I'm probably going to plant in another bed close by. Here are the sunchokes, or Jerusalem artichokes. They're ginormous. We also planted some onions in this bed first thing in the spring, May. They're doing good. So we were trying to figure out what we could do on top of our leach field. And we thought, why not plant corn? So it's pretty late for planting sweet corn, but it's a quick hybrid, so we're hoping it'll do okay. So we've got some more sweet corn planted in all 6 of these little mounds here. And some type of squash. I'm not sure what kind. I think it's a butternut. A quick growing butternut. So yeah, that's our latest project. We've been building these beds up for a month now. Since we can't plant trees here, because that would be great if we could. So now we're in the orchard. I got to get to the top where I can look back at all the trees and some nice field that's gotten away from us. Daylilies. So here's the cherry that we planted this spring. It's doing nicely. Can't hardly see it. There it is. And then the 2 plums are right there. There's one of the walnuts. It's this little stick right here with a few leaves on it. Carpathian walnut. And then there's the other one. It's teeny tiny. Right there at the tip of my finger. And then this is our Northern Spy apple, which I picked tons of some kind of beetle off of it. I haven't seen any more, but the tree is doing really well. And then this is my Honeycrisp, one of our most favorite apples. Hopefully this will do well. It also had those, actually it was the Honeycrisp, not the Northern Spy, was getting infested, but. And then there's our Lonely Peach, which we need to get another one for next spring. And then the pecan trees are finally leafed out, kind of like the plums last year, or the American plum, which is like a beach plum, which we didn't think was going to ever leaf out, but it finally did. And that's pretty much what happened with these pecan trees that we bought. So these are a northern variety that they sell in our area. Fedco, that's where we get our trees. They're organic. Northern pecan from, or Caria illinoisis. Anyway, it's finally leafed out, so that makes me happy. And the other one, which looks just like a stick in the jungle forest over here, also has a little bit of life on it too. All of its buds are starting to come out. You see those? The tip not so much, but below it they're finally coming out. So that makes me happy. In about 25-30 years we'll have some pecans. So here's quite a bit of our pasture. You can see there's the pecan tree that I was just at. There's Callie. She's having a ball. Yay, happy dog! We like to let portions of the field go wild every year so that there's habitat. But we're going to be mowing this down soon and tractoring the chickens because we got our electric netting fence for the chickens. And we're almost done with the chickshaw, so they'll all be moving out to clear our pig pasture, which is what this is going to be next spring. So we're pretty excited about that. Some more Jerusalem artichokes and some Egyptian walking onions together. How nice. It is our Premier One solar powered chicken netting. And we got everybody out right now. Even the turkeys. Hi, turkey babies. And the last batch of meat birds who get bullied by the big meat birds. And they finally figured, pretty much they've all figured out the fence. They do go back inside their pen because they feel safe there. But the Dorkings and the White Rocks love foraging, so they are pretty much out as soon as they can be. Oh, even one of the turkeys went inside the run. That's cute. they've been being bullied by everybody, so I didn't think they were going to go in there of their own volition. We've made our pallet and cinder block structure for hiding and basically getting out of the rain, which it rained really hard yesterday and nobody went under there. The turkeys came over here and hid under this tree next to the fence until they couldn't take it anymore. It was raining so hard they ran inside the door. It was kind of comical. So yeah, now our front yard is basically a chicken pen at the moment until we can get them moved out into our chickshaw, which is halfway complete. So we gotta finish that. It's very exciting times here on the homestead. And unless I think of anything else, have a great night and thanks for joining us. See you later. You know what? I think that's the first rainbow I've seen. Oh, there's two.
Yeah, it's a double.
It's a double rainbow. Oh, that is so cool.
We gotta find that pot of gold. I'm pretty sure I know where.
Thank you for being here with us on our homesteading journey. If you like what we're doing, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and click on the bell to be notified of our new movies. From Maine.Homestead.Project, I'm Victoria.
And I'm Gary.
From our homestead to yours, have a productive and beautiful day.